Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are live with our Thursday night league, the Pacific Rim Championship. If I open up my phone to our Discord channel, I can get some information for you guys. Are you sick of me yet? This is like every night so far I've been live. Must have had enough by now. So here we go, Pacific Rim, into the rules and regulations for the intro. What is Pacific Rim Championship? The Pacific Rim Championship, drivers will take to the Group 3 cars made in either the USA or Japan and race them for 10 rounds in their homelands or their opponents' backyards, with a randomly drawn double points final round. This is two 40-minute Bunny's having a pit stop. It's two 40-minute endurance format races with almost a free tyre compound choice. Strategies are going to be key. They're only allowed to use the super softs for one stint over the two races. Points will only be awarded for the results of race 2. So what we've got here really is one race broken into two halves. So they'll race for 40 minutes, then the pace car will come out, close the group up, and they'll be going again with a rolling start for another 40 minutes. It's pretty cool. It works nicely. If you've seen any of the other rounds, let me tell you the table so far. We've had some glorious workouts going on during the season with these Japanese and American cars. Skyjacker's in the chat saying good evening. He's also on the track. And Racer Brown also, hi Thingy, how are we all? Yeah, not bad. And Racer Brown also in this event. So let me tell you the table and then I'll tell you how the grid will work. So the championship results after round 6 is Racer Brown in the top spot on 98 points in second place. And Racer Brown's driving the Mitsubishi. In second place, Alpha Nuts in the Honda on 75 points. Gasman in third on 73 points. Homesick Alien fourth on 69 points. Boosted Alpha fifth with 68 points. Skyjacker is sixth with 62 points. Seventh for Noxie with 42 points. Eighth for Dutch with 38 points. Bunny in ninth on 37 points. Katula is 10th on 34.5 points, 0.5 points. Jokers in 11th on 33.5 points. Rivixter 32 points. Art Legion is 13th with 22 points. 14th for Shadow Rider with 21 points. G Richards is 15th with 16 points. And Nude Lester 16th with 4 points. So that's the table. The grid is the championship standing, excuse me, with a random drawn number to dictate where the grid reverses from. And the number was drawn before the race, and it was number 2, so it's just the front 2 that will be swapping over. So pole will be Alpha Nuts and Racer Brown in second place, and the rest of the field will be in championship order. So we'll look at Gasman, and we're at Blue Moon. I don't think I even told you, did I? We're at Blue Moon Speedway, infield A. In the chat, Skyjacker says, I did think of going for original format idea tonight, as you are honouring us with your company. Amik Wibbery says, why, hello there. I don't remember owning any droids. So I believe a race start will be 8 o'clock for the first 40-minute race. Then we will break for 10 minutes. I believe it's about 10 minutes. Time for a fag, I reckon. And then we will be going again for the second half of this race. Katula then, let's have a look around the field. We've got Katula there in the Mitsubishi. The reason he's on half points, just in case you're wondering, him and Jokers, is if you miss the first race, you can still join in for the second part of the race, but you will only get half points. So Gasman there in his Subaru. And I must say, so far this season, the Japanese cars have been doing very well. Racer Brown, he has 3 wins so far this season. Boosted Alpha with 2 wins. Can't see anyone else. Someone won that one. Who won that one? Oh, Legion. Legion won round 6. So they're your winners. Alpha Nut second in the championship. Just consistency. Great consistency from that Honda. Has got Alpha in a smashing place. There, Skyjacker doing fine work in the American car. The American car's not been as strong, but I think now we've hit the American tracks with the longer straights. Their pilots are hoping to get a little bit more out of them. There's Hope Scaling in the Ford Mustang. 5th, Racer Brown. No, it's not 5th, sorry. Racer Brown in the Mitsubishi Evo. In the chat, Jim and Wise. Jim. Evening all. I hope you're having a good Thursday. Oh, Jim, it can't be your turn to choose Tilly again tonight. Gotta let her watch something. The beautiful wife. Like, she could watch what's that one where they choose a dress for their wedding? Everyone loves that. I can't remember what it's called now. Something about brides. Meek Wivery asking Jim if he had recovered. So Racer Brown, the favourite to take this championship, I think. With a couple out there, could take it away from him. One being Alpha Nuts. Gasman also thereabouts. But so far, the 86 car is what it's like. It says on the back. Quick. Gasman. I'll tell you, I really do like some of these liveries. I don't know the sponsors at all, but yeah, they're cool. Skyjacker in the Chevy for Monster. Ben & Jerry's Mustang. Cthulhu, lovely stickers, I think it says on the side of that. And then the rest in the grid. We've got 2 40-minute drives, races ahead of us, so you can understand the guys resting up in the pits or waiting for the race to start, which should be, I'd say, about 6 minutes at a guess. Shall we go on board and have a look at this track? Oh, you Gasman goes into the pits as we go to choose on board. There we go. Car, there we go. So we're sat on a Racer Brown, just going across the start straight on the oval. Then as we hit turn 1, we go to the infield. Nasty bump on the infield. We'll see a lot of cars shaking around there. Cut across the track, back on to the oval, and then back off of the oval to the infield for a tight right. We can see he's following the Mustang around into a lovely left where you can just cut the apex quite sweetly. It's down this part of the road where it's going to get treacherous. We're going to see a lot of action in race in this tight hairpin. And you can see how much the Mitsubishi has caught up in the corners with the Mustang. This corner also quite a pain. And then this corner, I can never take it as fast as everyone else, but they seem to just sling it through there. There we go. Beautifully done by Racer Brown. Now he's enjoying a little tow off that Mustang as they head around to complete a lap here of a Blue Moon Speedway. Infield A. And with that lap, Racer Brown took the fastest lap of the race, a 1:07.116. It's going to be a lap fest this evening with such a short lap in 40 minutes. In the chat then, oh my lord, there's been a few. Tamika Wivery says, I'm having trouble choosing a fave from here for a liveries, I believe. Not a favourite racer, or maybe a favourite racer. They're not meat, Mika. They're people. And Jim says, just about Mika, best thing that happened to me this year so far. Ha ha ha. Jim also said, wife is spared from watching tonight. I'm working. I see. Mika Woodbury says, are we talking about last night or the podium? With a cheeky little smiley winky face. And Jim says, the podium, lol. Jim said, I've been married 14 years now. Yeah. Novelty wears off after a while, doesn't it? So Homesick Alien, second fastest out there on track at the moment. He's done a 107.840. He's some 7/10 off of Racer Brown. Look at this, some lovely little synchronised driving by Racer Brown and Homesick Alien out there. Skyjacker just coming out of the pits. Triano going back in the pits, sorry. So we've got 4 guys out on the track. There's Cthulhu. Fernando, he must be getting excited to see Fernando back in the car. The Alpine looks absolutely spanking. I'm enjoying its livery. I'm not so much on the Aston Martin. I thought, for the cars that the liveries they run in Le Mans, is it? To what they put on their F1 car, it's disappointing. I would have liked to have seen that luminous yellow appearing on the F1 cars in some way or another, but they've gone for just a really dull pea green with lots of writing on it. But yes, Alpine, I'm liking their colours so far. And we see Homesick and Racer Brown practicing together. Seeing, Homesick now getting purples in the toe of that Mitsubishi. Cthulhu, and there's Alphanut in his Honda, out on track, shaking her down. He was absolutely blinding at the last round. He was so fast he couldn't stay on the track. But what some lap times he was doing, and for every off he had. Oh, good evening, welcome to round 7. Ooh, I didn't know Skyjacker did all this sort of stuff. See, I don't know if I've been in one Skyjacker host room for a while. He's very polite, isn't he? Out of all the hosts, I'd say Skyjacker probably the politest. There we go. Give it a little Yankee Doodly Yankee yay. For Yankee Doodle. Which is, I don't know. That's the wrong button. Yankee Doodle, I am. Are you already at home? There we go. So we think he'll be sorting out that grid very soon. And then we will be seeing some luscious little bit of racing. There is Alphanut. Oh, look, final begin, 8 seconds. He's in the VRC colours with his famous monster livery, purple monster livery. So they line up for the grid. The anticipation is tangible in the air. These guys are ready to battle it out. We have 9 guys. We usually have 11. I'm not sure who we're missing. A quick look. I'm trying to see Shadow Rider, but I think Shadow Rider's only managed to make 2 rounds so far this season. Anyway, it's a standing start here at the Oval with Alphanut sat on the grid. They're waiting for the lights to turn green, and they're green. Go, go. Alphanut flying off of the start line with Racer Brown sitting in second. There you can see Skyjacker absolutely pounding that Chevy up into 3rd place, 2nd place for the Chevy. Amazing stuff here. And now but Racer Brown going back around the outside. Will Skyjacker? No, he slips in for 3rd with Gazman up into 4th, Homesick Alien in 5th, Bunny in 6th, Cthulhu there in 7th, ahead of Rivixter in 8th, and Noxie in his Mazda in 9th. Alphanut then leading the way from the rest of the guys. We've been seeing a rough 107 lap time. And Alpha Nut early on those racing softs, with Racer Brown joining him also on the racing soft. Oh, you saw the Chevy stepping out there, but he's gathered her up. Boosted Bunny is in 4th place in his Subaru, looking to gain some ground. Cthulhu there in his Mitsubishi ahead of Homesick. Homesick down into 6th place now. Rivixter into his Subaru. Gazman in his Subaru, and there we see the Mazda of Noxie. Oh, I think G. Richards as well. He's been turning up in his Mustang. Even redesigned his whole Mustang for this. So Alpha Nut still leading after they're on their 2nd lap. After the 1st lap, Racer Brown quite close behind, with a Skyjacker sitting on their tails. Sat on board with Skyjacker, chasing them round the infield here of Blue Moon Speedway. Amazing stuff. 40 minutes of racing ahead of us. It's gonna be a crack-a-lacking. In the chat, Mick Wivery said mistype livery is close between Noxie and Homesick. There you go. She likes the Ben & Jerry's or the Sky Active. So nothing's changed up top so far. Alpha leading from Racer Brown, Skyjacker in 2nd, Bunny in 4th, Cthulhu in 5th, with Homesick Alien in 6th place, Gazman 7th, and Noxie in 8th. Looks now like the cars are starting. Oh gosh, sorry, I need to flick here. Starting to space out a little bit and get into their strategies. I'm sure we're going to see some guys fuel saving out there, but Alpha Nut so far pedal to the metal. A 107.6 on his first flying lap. A 107.9 from Racer Brown. Skyjacker a 108.2. There is Bunny. He got the fastest lap with a 107.5, getting closer to Alpha. Bit of a gap Gazman's got up into, and Cthulhu's dropped. Rivixter's dropping behind. Oh, there's a little lovely battle down here. Oh, Rivixter all the way off the track. Did he manage to get a position from that? One-hand wonders. Usually it's not as grippy off track than it is on, but these cars famous for their rallying skills. There is the Subaru of Gazman up into 6th place, with Noxie moving up in, oh no, Gazman in 5th, sorry. Noxie in 6th, Homesick Alien now down to 7th place. Me, if you would want to know, my guess is Homesick doing some major fuel saving out there right now. 108.4, but 112, man, maybe that was just a mistake. So Cthulhu and Rivixter. Oh, there, Cthulhu getting back ahead of Rivixter, but Rivixter coming back at Cthulhu. These two battling it out, with the Subaru and the Mitsubishi at the back. Alpha Nut still leading from Racer Brown, with Skyjacker in 3rd. But at the back of the field, we have got an almighty fight going on here between Cthulhu and Rivixter. Back and forth they are going. They're costing themselves time, because now Homesick Alien is 2.5 seconds ahead of them, and we saw they were pretty close together the last lap around. So Alpha Nut is leading, but he's got his friend Racer Brown keeping him company up there. They've got a bit of a gap. Oh my god, Skyjacker just knocked into the wall. Was it a contact? It must have been, because it looks like Bunny has lifted to let Skyjacker back through into 3rd, and there it looks like Racer Brown's getting ready to make a move. He's sick of seeing the back of that Honda. He's going wide, he's going out wide, he's going for the outside line, and then tucks in. Can he get underneath Alpha in this next corner? He's thereabouts. No, I don't think he's quite there enough. No, but he is closer. So Racer Brown slowly chipping away at the Honda there in 1st place. There is Skyjacker with Bunny behind him, and now Gazman has caught this party up. It's not a party without Gazman. And here he comes, sitting in 5th place with his Subaru. Heavy in on the brakes there into the hairpin. Skyjacker in his Chevy just ahead of the two Subarus, waiting to get round. Ooh, he's gone out wide, but he's trying to get that inside line on the Chevy. They look side by side. Bunny, I mean, ooh, he's just about there. It's a brave move trying to get up the inside in that corner because they come flying across the track. So, Alphanaut, a 10th ahead. Alex Maximus has just joined. So he'll be joining for the next race, I am pretty sure. And Racer Brown trying the same move, going out wide to come on the inside for this corner, but not as close this time around. Skyjacker still fending off those two Subarus. Keeping a nice steady 109.0. Bunny there in fourth. A little bit faster than the Chevy. And now Gazman catching these two up from them racing each other. Homesick Alien is in 6th place. Noxie in 7th. Noxie a 108.7 the last time round. Homesick Alien a 108.6, only a 10th faster than Noxie. So these two maintaining at the same pace as each other. Catula in 8th. And he's some 6 seconds ahead of Rivixter. Rivixter looks like he's had some stress. Now he's back in it. It's a long race though, Rivixter. Time is well worth keeping on with it, because you never know what's going to happen up ahead. Racer Brown is in the lead. We've lost Alphanaut altogether. Oh no, Alphanaut's off the track. Oh yeah, there. I was going to say my replays. Oh, it's a big one. Big one into the corner. We didn't see what started it. Now he's having to wait for the whole field to go by, or virtually the whole field, to rejoin back in 5th place. Poor Alpha, absolutely doing a great job leading the field. And now Racer Brown is up there in 1st place, some 5.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, who is still under so much pressure from Bunny. In 3rd place, Tenacious Bunny is not giving it up. He's having a look at that big wide door there on the inside. He's going to try and slip up it, but it's just too difficult. Whoa, that back end stepping out on him. And Skyjack, he's still frustrated to see the back of that Corvette. Alongside him again in the Subaru, and he's got through. He's gone through. Amazing stuff. There is Bunny up into 2nd spot now. Skyjacker maintaining 3rd, even though he lost a place. Gazman there, he's some 8/10 behind Skyjacker. And there goes Skyjacker in the tow, trying to get back again past Bunny. The power of that Chevy down a straight line. And he's done it. Boom. And now Skyjacker back into 2nd spot. These two are slowing each other down though. Racer Brown pulling out another second on these guys, a 106.862 for Racer Brown that last time around. And Skyjacker is only 3/10 ahead of Bunny, and Gazman's catcher had caught him up again. This race is going on and on for these. It's going to be for the whole 40 minutes. Mick Wivery said that rejoin to the oval is tricky, and Mick Wivery also said, you think you can take it faster than you can. Sure. Oh, he's left. He'll be back. Probably seen that he's still got like half an hour. Wow, look at this train of cars. How close could they be going on to the straight? Skyjacker, V Bunny, V Gazman. Homesick Alien now up into 5th place. Oh yeah, because he's of Alphanaut's woes. Excuse me. There, it looks like Gazman getting the tow off of the Chevy Skyjacker and managing to get himself up above Bunny. But Bunny's coming back at him. He's up the inside there. Bunny on the inside. It's neck and neck from Gazman, but Bunny's got that inside line again, and Bunny now moving back up into 3rd place ahead of Gazman. Skyjacker will be relieved that these two are playing with each other and not playing with him right now. Then Homesick Alien, we've seen. Oh, Noxie's getting closer. A 108.5 from Homesick last time around. Noxie doing a 108.4. There's nothing in it between the Mazda and the Mustang. Look, it looks like the Mazda just wants a little piece of that Ford. Meanwhile, Catula catching these guys up. He's just a second behind him. Alphanaut on his comeback. Excuse me. Someone's off. Who's off? Is that Homesick? Oh no. Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien coming to some woes. We saw him and Noxie quite close together. Oh, just the dirt. the dirt. Oof. That was a big one. Big one there for Homesick Alien. So Racer Brown leading from Skyjacker. Oh, Skyjacker's having a big one. Bunny and Gazman both going through. Bunny and Gazman both going up into second and third. Skyjacker's down. He's got cold tyres or some dirt on his tyres. He's trying to get that Chevy back under control. Noxie there in 5th place after being behind Homesick Alien. Is that going to open it up for him? Catula up into 6th, Alpha now up into 7th ahead of the Alien as he rejoins in 8th place, and Rivixter 13 seconds behind these guys. I'm trying to see what would have caused that. His lap times were all good up until about lap 8, and he did a 1:13 and a 1:12. So Racer Brown in a race of his own, 10 seconds ahead of Bunny and Gazman in a race together. Let's get on board with Gazman to see how it looks from his angle. Skyjacker some 2.7 seconds behind after his little rub up with the barrier, and there you can see Gazman rolling up to the back of Bunny. Hear the wheels screeching there. We've got half a tank of fuel. We're 12 minutes into this race, so we're thinking the first pit stops could be around the 20-minute mark, maybe just past the 20-minute mark. Dom Hemp says need a lozenge thingamajig. GT Cinema, by the way. Yeah, do I keep... I don't know. He was fine before, and then I just started chatting, and I've been... It's the censorship. It's the censor. It's all swear words, really, but got an inbuilt censor that just keeps going... So Gazman there in 3rd, Skyjacker there 4th, Noxie in 5th, Catula is 6th, Alpha Nut is in 7th, Homesick Alien in 8th place. Not enjoying this track one bit, it seems, in the Mustang. And there is a Rivixter in 9th place. Doesn't matter, in 40 minutes it all gets bunched back up with that pace car. Oh yes, of course, Bunny's livery. Well then, Mika, that should be your favourite, shouldn't it? That's Mika Wivery's handiwork there, all over Bunny. There's his car. And it's a mighty fine job, one must say. It looks very nice. Very pleasant to look at. It's calming. It's a Racer Brown, look at him. 11.5 seconds, a 107.1 his last time around. Bunny managing a 107.7, Gazman a 107.9, Skyjacker a 108.1, Noxie coming up towards the line. Oh, he's going to do a 108.6. Not too far behind Noxie now. You've got Catula and Alpha Nut. A 107.4, he's going for the inside line on Catula. Whoa, that back end just slides around. That's how Alpha likes to drive it. He has the brake bias to the back. He likes a slidey back end. David Bunting says Racer Brown with the checker flags. So, what can you say about Racer Brown, really? He's just a cut above, isn't he? They cut him out a different bit of fabric. 12 seconds leading this race in his Mitsubishi. In the beginning of the season, the Subaru looked like the stronger out of the two. And this season really has been the Subarus and Mitsubishis out of have looked strongest the most. There we see Skyjacker trying to come back. What did we recall him? Because he could come the comebacker. That's a bit, sounds like a bit rude, but yeah. Here comes comebacker. He's in 4 seconds behind Gazman. He's going faster than Gazman, I believe. Gazman, 107.6 last time around for Gazman. 107.8 for Skyjacker, but Gazman with his hands full, racing Bunny. Excuse me, little sneeze there. Doing it all. I've been with you every night this week, so there's no secrets between us. You can hear all my disgusting noises now. All my slurps and sniffs and sneezes. There's no secrets between us. We've moved on to another level. We've gone past the third day. So Skyjacker there in fourth with Alphanut now ahead of Noxie. Alphanut, we saw him getting ahead of Cthulhu, and now he's got ahead of Noxie. So Alphanut really pushing that Honda to its extreme. Dom also in the chat, Cinemod, saying, who doesn't like a slidey back end? There you go. It's not too bad. Can be quite fun. So Racer Brown, 12.5 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny looks like he's losing Gazman a little bit now. The last time around, Bunny managing a 107.6. Gazman there with a 108.1. Gazman half a tank, a quarter of a tank of fuel. They've all got roughly, except for Racer Brown's a bit more, a bit less for the Chevy. We think it's a thirsty car. Alphanut on a quarter or so. Noxie just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. We think he was doing a bit of fuel saving earlier in the race. There is Cthulhu, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Homesick Alien, nearly half a tank of fuel. I said it, I think he's fuel saving in that Mustang. I just don't think there's much he can do on racing terms. So Homesick Alien trying to think clever and take a few less pit stops than the cars ahead of him. But already he's some 34 seconds, which could be a pit stop. 34 seconds behind Racer Brown. One to keep an eye on. Nick Wivery says Skyjacker is now comebacker. Very good. So Racer Brown there leading from Bunny. Gazman has not given Bunny a single second respite in this race. We're coming up to 18 minutes raced, with 22 minutes remaining in the part one of this race, where we suspect there may be a safety car situation. Skyjacker still holding that 4.7 seconds behind Gazman, a 108.1 the last time around from him. Gazman doing a 107.6, so at this point, but I think Skyjacker may have gone into a slight fuel save mode just before his pit stops. I think he's trying to get it to the 20-minute mark so he can go halves. One stop. There, Alphanut. Oh, he's got loads more fuel. We're on Skyjacker. He's doing a 107.6, 6 seconds behind Skyjacker. Skyjacker, I think he's got cause to be concerned from the Honda behind him. I think the Honda going faster than him at the moment and carrying a healthier fuel load. So Skyjacker has concerns. Racer Brown 12.8 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny now 1.3 seconds ahead of Gazman. I believe also Gazman probably trying to save fuel, trying to get to the halfway mark, where 19.5 minutes to go through, sorry, and 20.5 minutes to go. So now pit stops are on. They can go. They can get to the second part of this race with these fuel tanks. Fantastic stuff. Skyjacker in fourth with Alphanut pushing the boundaries of that Honda. In sixth, we've got Noxie in that Mazda doing a mighty fine job. You can see those cars wiggling as they drop into the infield. Homesick Alien just managing a 108.6. Plenty of fuel in that Mustang. And Rivixter there, a 108.5. Rivixter coming to life on lap 16. Nick Wivery saying she'd be concerned if she had a slidey back end. As we watch Racer Brown complete lap 18, start lap 19 as we get to the halfway mark in this race, and yet no one has pitted. Not a single soul. Cinemod in the chat with a smiley, cryy, laughy face, I think. Skyjacker in that Chevy, the thirsty Chevy, and Alphanut coming in. Gazman continuing on, his fuel is flashing. Noxie, plenty of fuel there to carry on with. Racer Brown, oh yes, he's unbelievable. He's doing absolutely amazing lap times, and also not using too much fuel. So Racer Brown leading the way from Bunny. Bunny's fuel's flashing. So's is Gazman's. So no, Noxie's got plenty to keep going for a while. Homesick Alien, we thought he was doing some mad fuel saving, has moved up into a 5th place now. Will it work for him? Skyjacker, there goes Racer Brown. The leader is into the pits. The leader into the pits. Bunny and Gazman, we think, will all have to come in. The question is, can Noxie stay out to get a couple more laps in on those that have pitted? So the top 3 into the pits. Here comes the next man around onto the start straight is Noxie. Racer Brown, he's still fueling. The other two haven't got to their pit lane yet, and there goes Noxie to take the lead of this race with some mental fuel saving. And Racer Brown is back out onto the track in 2nd place. Homesick Alien is going into the pits. Homesick Alien has gone into the pits. So Noxie leading from Racer Brown. Racer Brown's put the super soft tyres on for the rest of this race. Bunny out onto the track in the racing softs, and so has Gazman joined in with racing softs. Skyjacker in 5th on the racing softs, with Alphanut also on the racing softs. Catula there on the super softs, and Homesick Alien still fueling up. He already had a 1/4 of a tank, and Rivixter has joined him into the pits. There goes Homesick Alien as Rivixter still not quite got to his pit lane. Man, that update really has lengthened these pit stops. I can tell you that pit lane isn't that long. But there you go. So Noxie leading still by 1/2 a second. Racer Brown, after his pit stop on those super softs, he's looking to get some purples under his belt. In the chat, Mika Wivery says, how does Racer Brown save fuel and be that far ahead? Dom says, I reckon it's the Konami code. So Noxie into the pits, and Racer Brown now taking the lead of the race. Bunny going into 2nd, Gazman back into 3rd. Where will Noxie come out? He's fueling up right now. He's got Skyjacker on the start straight. Skyjacker up into 4th. Where can Alphanut moving up into 5th. He's only 4.5 seconds behind Skyjacker now. And there, no, Noxie out in 5th. He's out ahead of Alphanut, only by 1.5 seconds. This is very interesting stuff here. Catula there in 7th place, 5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. And I imagine now Homesick Alien won't be doing any more fuel saving for the rest of this race. It'll be balls to the walls, please. Mika Wivery, I said up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. BA? What's BA? That's Xbox. Get out. Or Sega. Get out, Mika. Sully yourself. Is that Nintendo BA? For some reason I think it's Xbox. I think my little Master Drive had a Master System. Sorry, it was a Mega Drive and Master System at B&A. There's some movement, is there? No, I just thought things were shuffling around there. So 1.5 seconds is Alpha behind Noxie. Racer Brown leading this race by 17.5 seconds. Bunny there in 2nd, 2.7 seconds ahead of Gazman. So Bunny managing to pull out a bit of time on Gazman. Fine podium though for Gazman so far. Halfway through the race, I should say. We've got another 40-minute race after this one to determine the final results. And there is Comeback Raka in 4th place, only a second ahead of Noxie though, so it's an interesting one to watch. Skyjacker managing a 108.0 his last time around. Noxie managing, oh, it was an out lap, so it's hard to tell. This is the lap we should be looking at. So Skyjacker crossing the line with a, come on, 108.2. Noxie a 108.0, and it's his fastest so far in the race. And Alpha not a 107.3, so Alpha absolutely caning it now. 1985, Mick Wivery says, co-created on the SNES for the game Gradius. Mick Wivery said 1985, 86-ish. I don't want to tell you how old I was then. 10, I think. 9 or 10. I never had any Nintendos. I've got a Switch now. Never play it. Absolutely huge waste of money. It's just never a game. I had to go on the one they were all going crazy about. I've never played it before. Zelda. Legends of Zelda. I got bored. Mario Kart though. I enjoyed Mario Kart. I did have Mario Kart on it, and for a while I was playing that. Cinemod saying he was only just born. He's born of the generation of console. See, there's those of us who had to wait for the console, and there's those that were born into the console. So Racer Brown there leading the way on his super softs. A 106.9 he's managed, but that's not purple. A 106.8 is purple. For Racer Brown, he has got that flying lap. Nick Weary said, I wasn't even thought of in 1986. So Bunny in second, doing an absolutely fantastic job. Nearly 2 seconds ahead of Gazman. 108.3 his last time around. Gazman managing a 107.6, so Gazman is faster at this point in the race than Bunny. We've got 12 minutes left of this race so far, and I can see now in the distance there Skyjacker is not that far ahead. Oh, so Alphanut has got ahead of Noxie. I apologise, I missed that one. Ooh, the way that back end of that Honda steps out, I don't know how Alpha can live with it, but he loves it. That's how he likes it. He messaged me when I've said before his back end seems to be a bit slidey in the corners. He says that's how he likes it. He sets the car up specifically for a loose back end. And now we can see he is just chewing up the space excuse me, between him and Skyjacker. Only a second between the two of them. I think it was a while ago now. It was mentioned to me that you got to be within 0.8 of a second to grab that toe, which is it. He's just in that sweet spot now, coming on to the start straight. So that weird wind sound in the car will go away, and all he can hear is the engine. Oh my god, is he getting a toe off that aeroplane ahead? Oh my god, that aeroplane's going to crash into the stadium. Quick, someone call someone. Oh, I think he just skimmed the top of it, but that aeroplane is definitely going to go crashing into something. That is a concern. I'm really nervous. I'm very worried right now. Does anyone know? He likes to wiggle his back end, clearly, says Mika Wivery. Oh yeah. I think it's been too long for you, Mika. I think you need to go out and get yourself some. You have a smutty mind, my lady. Oh my god, there they go. These two are absolutely on top of each other now for their racing. Skyjacker now has to defend from the Honda, the top American unit out there. Skyjacker in fourth, and Alpha Nut is looking for a way past as they hit the start straight. Alpha right up the jacksie of Skyjacker. I wonder what Skyjacker's tyres are, because I really like the way they are with the red and white when they're spinning. The make on them. I guess that. Oh, a little bit of contact there mid-corner, but everything seems to be fine between the two. Mick Weary says the airport is right next to the track. It's very common in the US, cheap real estate for tracks. And Jim says I had an Atari as my first computer games console. Atari. I think I had a friend. No, my friend had a Spectrum. I think I used to go around and play his Spectrum. So, oh, sorry, I'm pulling away. And it looks like Alphanut has made the move, completed the move there. He's got himself up above Skyjacker. So Alphanut absolutely on fire. He's got 9.3 seconds before he catches up with Gazman. We've got less than 9 minutes of this race to go. Racer Brown leading the way by 21.5 seconds. That's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy stuff there from Racer Brown. Super driving the 86 car, looking absolutely fantastic out there, like a champion. There is Bunny in a second spot. Will this be his highest finish? Let me have a look at my little sheet. No, he got second last week as well at the Big of Willow. Big Weepy Willow. Big Sad Sack Willow. So Cinnamon says, so basically he likes twerking. Mika Wivery, she likes that. Got a little cheeky grin going on. I reckon Mika practices her twerking regularly of an evening because that tickled her. So Racer Brown with his trunk. He's going for the fastest lap now. We're 32 minutes into this race. They're nicely spaced out, but I have a feeling there may be a safety car situation and it all will bunch back up again. Skyjacker keeping a track of Alphanut, trying to get him to drag him around this track. Noxie in 6th place, 4.3 seconds adrift of Skyjacker, but nearly 10 seconds ahead of Catula. Catula is only half a second ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien on a push now in his Mustang. Chasing down the Mitsubishi in the last 6-7 minutes of this race. He's really caught up the back of Catula. Car 81 under threat now from car 77. He's going for that inside line. Ooh, yeah, ooh, he's thereabouts. Can he get the drive out of the corner? Catula in his Mitsubishi, really defensive, sitting on the apexes there, making sure the Alien cannot get past. The Alien's trying to look all over the shop to see if there's room, but there is not. And the Mitsubishi goes around ahead for another lap. Homesick Alien, not even opting for the toe. Yeah, he's grabbing the toe now, and now he's having a look. That Mustang got some beef down the straight. There he goes up into 7th spot with that Mustang. You see those cars wobbling onto the infield. Racer Brown coming around to complete lap 30 and start lap 31. Everything under control out there in front. 23.6 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny doing his fastest lap on the last lap with a 107.322. He's 2.8 seconds ahead of Gazman now. Gazman in a great podium position, some 8 seconds ahead of a flying Alphanut. But I think now a little bit late in this part of the race for Alphanut to do anything about it. But Alpha is set in a great position from the rolling start. With a couple of slower cars in front of him, I think he can make hay in this next race. Skyjacker back in 5th place, 1.8 seconds behind Alphanut. 108.6 his last time around. Noxie in 6th. Some 4.3 seconds behind Skyjacker and 10 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. We saw the Mazda of Noxie behind Homesick Alien earlier in the race, but Homesick Alien saw have a massive bash in the final corner. And now look at this racing. Oh, I think Rivers is a lap behind those guys. because it's not showing a time. So these two are racing all the way up to the checkered flag. Dom saying, so basically he likes twerking, we got that one. Dom saying, that's most of us, isn't it? No one's been able to go and get some. Mick Woodbury saying, be needing a good spring clean first. Oh my gosh. A bit of gardening. A little bit of hedge trimming. I don't know. There's so many things popped into my head and I censored every single one of them. I'm sorry. I think Rivixter's just gone. I think we saw Rivixter just ahead of a Racer Brown and he popped out of existence, did he not? Yes, we're down to 8 cars. So Racer Brown 24.1 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny 3.8 seconds ahead of Gazman. Gazman 10.4 seconds. Skyjacker's back ahead of Alphanaut. My word, I don't think the replay will get it. It probably already happened. There you go. So Alphanaut succumbing to something, with Skyjacker managing to get back up into 4th place. Unbelievable, Jeff. So Skyjacker sitting in 4th ahead of a flying Alphanaut. Even that last lap, it didn't really look at 107. Oh, 112.7. So he did it almost a lap ago. Poor Alpha. Noxie still in that 6th. And oh, there's racing here with Catula and Homesick. Blasting it out. Homesick now back ahead of Catula. I think the Mitsubishi has the strength in the corners, but that Mustang is just a powerhouse down the straight. Dom with some smiley faces, and Mick Woodbury says, haven't seen Rivixter leave the lobby, so maybe just quit the race. Maybe he's just going to wait for the next race. And now Homesick Alien just managing to stay ahead of Catula, but Catula's having a look. We've got 2 minutes left of this race until we move on to the next one. Homesick Alien on the inside line there. Can he maintain? He has. And he just stays ahead of Catula for this lap. Racer Brown making his way around. Only less than 2 minutes to go. Bunny in 2nd, Gazman in 3rd. It's all nicely spaced out. Skyjacker there. He's still under threat from Alphanaut, only 1.5 seconds behind him. Alphanaut doing a 107.5 his last time around. Skyjacker doing a 108.4. So Alphanaut nearly a second faster than the Chevy. Noxie, ooh, Noxie having a moment. Noxie's having a moment, but he's got a nice bit of space. Wow, lovely drift there, Nox. I likes it. Ooh, Noxie's fuel is flashing. He'll be wanting that timer to cut out any minute now. Mick Woodbury says, I really want to make a comment about needing an oil change, but I won't. That's what Orange YouTube's for. So, Racer Brown ahead of Bunny by 25 seconds. Gazman 5 seconds ahead of... No, 5 seconds behind Bunny. Sorry, I was thinking of Mika's oil change. I'm going to open a can of Red Bull. Cleanse the soul. There you go. Oh, I am cleansed. Back to being pure. So Racer Brown, what a man. What a mighty, mighty fine man. What a man, what a man, what a mighty, mighty fine man. He is the Mutts Nuts, the dog's bees. He's the man. Here he goes. His fuel is just flashing. He's on the final lap so far. Oh, Catula's back ahead of Homesick Alien by a mile. Homesick Alien must have had an issue on his last time around, because he's down into 8th place. And there goes, oh, Bunny's finished. All the rest of the field are going to finish And poor old, there's Gazman in 3rd place. Skyjacker coming up to grab that 4th in the end. Oh, what a race. Oh, well done. Comeback Raka. There is Alpha Nuts. Noxie coming across the line for 6th place. A great race there for Noxie. Some great points for him. Catula ended up ahead of Homesick Alien in 7th, with Alien finishing in 8th. I love that shot. And here comes the man in his quick Mitsubishi, Racer Brown. Look at that. What a guy. There are your final results. Racer Brown with Bunny in 2nd and Gazman rounding out your podium. Take a boo, my son. There he is. There's the dude, the legend. Racer Brown. Absolutely amazing. So I'll take you to the results. Up here somewhere. There they are. I think it's like a 10-minute turnaround, and then we'll be going again. In the chat, Dom says, as long as you put a pan down. And Mikuru says, I want to know Racer Brown's secret. How is he doing this? And Mikuru also said, James Brown still is the godfather of soul, y'all. Nah, there's a new Brown. There's a new James Brown in town, and he is ripping up the roads. He's creating the new legend. So there's your results anyway. Hang on, I'm trying to put my woolly hat back on because I'm just about to nip outside to see how the buns are. And Racer Brown won with Bunny in 2nd spot, Gazman there in 3rd, Skyjacker 4th, Alpha Not in 5th, Noxie 6th, Catula 7th, Homesick Alien in 8th, and Rivixter may be classified as 9th. I am not sure. We will see. So everyone congratulating each other as they should from some great racing. 40 minutes, no points still received. We're going to sit on Skyjacker's car for a bit, and with this new smoking situation I've got going on. Whoa, fucking hell, you idiot!
Sorry.
I am really serious. You creep up to behind me, and if you get whacked, it's your fault.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to
I don't know. No, you weren't. You just stood behind me. There's nothing to get past.
I was trying to come this way.
From where?
There.
But
I came through the door trying to make you not see me.
weird. So anyway, sorry, I had a moment with my son. For some reason he creeped up behind me and freaked the shit out of me. I mean, scared the hell out of me. So we're watching Skyjacker in the pit lane. Why is he laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? Yeah, so I can have a fag. Oh my god, I hope they've cleared that airport, because there's another aeroplane on its way in. I'm telling you, they just skimmed that blooming... Oh, I'm surprised they don't hit the flags on the top of that stadium. No one's going out, no one. They're all having a nice break. They're all probably nipping outside and having a smoke as well. Oh, sweet nicotine. Why is it? I'm so hooked on you. So we can look at them all in the pit lane as they're all sitting there waiting for the restart. I think they've driven them into the pit lanes. There is a streaker, I have heard, on the track. We are looking at her on the other monitor, and man alive, she's alright, you know. So as they're trying to clear the streaker, it's hilarious. They're chasing her up and down this start straight. She's doing star jumps now, and I don't know, it just seems like the stewards are not that fussed about getting her off the track. They just seem to be standing and clapping. Oh, now she's twerking. My god, come on guys, clear the track. We want to get this race underway as quickly as possible, but no. Now she's running back. She's doing cartwheels. My gosh, you just get to see too much in these cartwheels. Now it looks like there's a steward trying to approach her, get her out of the way. And the race control has said race will start very soon. We're just awaiting for the track to be cleared. Hey Buns, how are you? Hey Linko, you pretty little bubby. Well, it's Thursday, so everything's going well so far this week. We've had some great racing this week as well, I must say. Oh, there you go, Racer Brown's out. Oh, I haven't got, I'm nowhere near the keyboard. I can't get rid of that god-awful name and number above his head. Like a magic, driving around the track with a flag. And a big number 1. Couple more drags, and then I'm going to be back in the booth. Telling the peeps what they need to know. Yeah, one last drag. Oh, smoking is awful. Don't do it, kids. Ugh, disgusting habit. There, smells. Makes your breath smell, makes your clothes smell, makes your fingers smell. It's disgusting. Don't you do it, children. There we go. Let me get rid of that. Oh no, wrong button. That button is what I wanted. So I'm back. Hello, everybody. So in the chat, then we have Bunny saying, "Oops, think I messed up on tyres." Oh, well, you didn't double stint the super softs, did you? I did not notice, so we'll not say anything. Jim Wise says, he's not Jim Wise anymore, he's Jim66, says, "I'm too naive to know what you're going on about." Mika Wivery says, "I have no idea either, Jim." Jim also says, "All this innuendo is not good for me." Ha 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 ha. I know, it's all pent up in it. It's this lockdown. Can you imagine when they finally let everyone out? It's going to be like some sort of Roman orgy out there in the streets. People are just going to be grabbing each other and dragging themselves into bushes. There's going to be all sorts of Caligula stuff going on. They'll call it the Caligula age. Oh my god, there you go. See, Racer Brown, he is infallible. There is chinks in that armour. He has made a mistake. He's crushed his front bumper. And yes, I can see by the other monitor they have finally cleared the streaker. She has gone, which is a real shame because it was a real treat for the rest of us guys and girls, if that's your fancy. So Alpha Nut out onto the track then in his Honda. He's got some amazing pace in that Honda. He's just got to keep it stuck on the road, and there is definitely a win in that Honda before the end of this season. I can guarantee that. Homesick Alien bringing the Mustang out for a... Oh, I like the indicator on that Mustang. That's cool, isn't it? It's like space age. So Homesick Alien out on the track, shaking down the car before we have the restart, and the race shall continue. So, ooh, we got a big skyjacker saying, "Are you ready?" And I will say, why not? Was I the first? Yeah. Oh no, Cthulhu beat me. Oh, I can't even win that race. Bugger. So, all the wise coming in. Skyjacker saying good luck before the next 40-minute part of this race. The one they get the points for is going to be underway. Mika Wivery says, "Try this one, Jim. I did a star jump and needed to dustpan." Needed a dustpan and brush. Oh, Mika. Mika. Racer Brown, Bunny and Gazman, that is your rolling start. Another 40 minutes around Blue Moon Speedway for round, what is it, 7? Yes, round 7 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Done a lot of talking this week, guys, so the odd mistakes should be forgiven, I think. There it is, they are off, and Racer Brown again sets off in the lead of this race with Bunny in second, Gazman third, Skyjacker sitting in fourth, the Honda of Alphanot in fifth, Mazda, Gadula, Homesick and Rivixter. I was trying to catch him. Oh, Alexis Maximus did not come back. Is he not in this championship? He might not be in this championship, to tell you the truth. He might have just popped in to say hello. No, he's not in this championship. That's me being silly. When he popped in, he was just popping in to say hello. So Racer Brown leading the way from Bunny, Gazman in second, Skyjacker. Skyjacker, though, we believe might be under quite a bit of pressure from this man Alphanot in his Honda. We're sat on board with him in fifth place so far ahead of us. We can see the Mitsubishi, two Subarus, the Corvette. As we try and make our way round for the first lap of this second part of this race. It's going off. Now we're on to the start straight, trying to find a little bit of toe from the guy ahead. Racer Brown leading by a second from Bunny. We saw Bunny had pace though. Maybe he can take the race to Racer Brown. Gazman there sitting in third place with Skyjacker starting to close down on that Subaru. So Skyjacker pushing the car. He's on the super softs. Racer Brown started on the softs. Gazman's on the softs and Bunny also on the softs. So Alphanot, he's also on the softs. Catula there on the softs and Homesick Alien also on the softs with Noxie on the softs and Rivixter on the super softs. So Racer Brown, where was the racing? It was down here, wasn't it? Catula and Homesick continuing their race with Noxie in 8th. He finished ahead of these guys, so I think he's lost a place or two. And Homesick Alien hunting down the Spaniard of Fernando Catulu. Meanwhile, Alphanot pulling away from that little fight, trying to catch up with the Chevy of Skyjacker. Skyjacker losing the back of that Subaru. They're all starting to try and move out the way of the tow. And there is the man in the lead, as you see, sweeping across the track. Let's take the first corner for lap 3 here at Blue Moon Speedway for round 7 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Yes, I'm saying, yeah, Noxie's had a drop. There's always Tinder, Dom says. Nah, I suggested that, she's not interested. So Alpha has caught up Skyjacker now. I don't know if he was in 5th, I think he was in 6th. Oh yeah, no, he was in 6th, was Noxie, behind Alphanot, I believe. I think Alphanot was behind Skyjacker when they completed that last race. So Racer Brown leading by less than a second. So Bunny is keeping pace with Racer Brown right now. Gazman, he's only 7 tenths behind Bunny. Skyjacker there, 6 tenths behind Gazman. He's got Alphanot closing in on him, and then there's a 2.7 second gap to Catula with Homesick Alien in that beefy old Mustang. I think he's trying to give the Mitsubishi a little push along to try and catch up those cars in front of him. And Catula saying thank you very much. And Noxie, oh, Noxie was looking fast in that corner. And he's slipping away from the Alien, maybe doing a bit of fuel saving. There's Rivixter. Excuse me. So Racer Brown 1.6 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny only 4 tenths ahead of Gazman. Gazman only 6 tenths ahead of Skyjacker. It's all very close in this little clump of cars sitting on board with Alphanot as we see the cars ahead of us trying to race each other. Oh, Bunny having a bit of a lag. Gazman's eyes won't know where to look. Chasing down a Bunny. Whoa. Alpha loves to slide that car through the corners. He's only 8 tenths behind Skyjacker. Should be grabbing a toe. 2.5 seconds ahead of Catula, with Homesick Alien trying to push Catula along so they can catch up this little clump of cars. Racer Brown. Oh, Gazman has made a move on Bunny. Gazman is up into 2nd spot. We'll have a quick look. There he is, 2nd place for Gazman in the first corner. Went up the inside of Bunny, and now Gazman is in 2nd of this race with Bunny down into 3rd. Skyjacker there in 4th place with Alphanot not far behind in 5th. Then you've got Katula, Homesick and Noxie. Rivixter has gone. Rivixter not enjoying this track one bit. And now you see Homesick Alien having a look at the side of Cthulhu. So there's two lots of racers on. Racer Brown is now 2.6 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny back ahead of Gazman. This is the race to watch. We'll sit on board with a Skyjacker in his Chevy, watching the two Subarus fight it out in front and try and defend from Alphanaut, who's only less than a second behind us. We're grabbing that toe off of Gazman at the moment. We're going to make the move up the inside. Lovely stuff, nice and early in the track, and he's managed to make it up into third place for Skyjacker. Skyjacker now into third, chasing down Bunny in second spot, but Gazman is still there with Skyjacker, and this is the strongest part of the track for the Subarus. The infields, they look quite good. There's Racer Brown with his purples. He's got a 106.9 on lap 4. Bunny still in that second place ahead of Skyjacker, who has got the grip between his teeth, and he is pushing now. Look like the back end of the Chevy stepping out a little bit there. So Gazman looking for anything to get past that Chevy at the moment. They're just hitting the start straight. And can Gazman get a toe off of the Corvette? See if he can get his way past Skyjacker. Ooh, not quite. He was there. He was trying, but didn't quite have the oomph in the corner. Alphanaut only a second behind these guys. Further back, Cthulhu still ahead of the Alien. The Alien's trying to look for a way past the Mitsubishi, and there he goes. He's found it. He's found it. He's got through. He's up into 6th now. Noxie down into 7th. Noxie having a great race in the first race, but he doesn't seem to be enjoying that Mazda, although he had a slow start last time and came good at the end with the pit stops. So a Racer Brown absolutely flying in the lead. Bunny still in that second place ahead of Skyjacker, with Gazman following Skyjacker quite closely. Skyjacker having a little clip of the wall. Has that scrubbed off any speed for him? Does that give Gazman the opportunity down the straight? It looks like Gazman is carrying a bit more speed down the start straight, but Skyjacker protecting that inside line by staying on the inside, back out onto the racing line and moving into the first corner in third place so far. And Gazman there is hounding him, absolutely hounding him for that third spot. Alpha not happy to sit back and let these guys wear their tyres out, burn their fuel, all of those things that they'll be doing right now. Skyjacker on those super soft tyres ahead of Gazman on the softs. So Skyjacker's only got a certain amount of laps until those tyres start becoming a little bit more of a hindrance. Mick Quivery says, where's Rivixter? Didn't he start this race? I think he DC'd. He was at the beginning of it, but it sort of pinged up in the little box in the corner saying Rivixter has left the room. Like Elvis. So Racer Brown leading by 3.4 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny only a second ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker is only half a second ahead of Gazman, with Alphanaut very close in 5th to those also. Lovely little battle here between 3rd, 4th and 5th, just building. There we see a Homesick Alien. We saw him get past Cthulhu earlier for 6th place in that Mustang. Cthulhu there in 7th with the Mitsubishi, and Noxie some 5 seconds back, but he's just done his fastest lap time with a 107.5, which is a 10th faster than Cthulhu's last lap and 2/10 faster than Homesick Alien's last lap. Cthulhu there looking for a way past that Mustang. Remember, the Mitsubishi a lot stronger on the infield than the Mustang. Racer Brown leading from Bunny in this little battle there. We've got Alphanaut. Alphanaut has got ahead of Gazman. I doubt we'll see it, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a good go. Oh, no, he's already passed. It's already passed and we missed it. Sorry, guys. So Racer Brown, Bunny, Skyjacker in third. Alpha now up into fourth ahead of Gazman. Gazman burning that fuel. Maybe he's decided to ease off a little bit. Try and make this a one-stopper. With the new update, the pit lane is very slow. But it's the same for everyone. So imagine these guys trying to minimise their amount of pit stops. Skyjacker there hanging it out, 2 seconds behind Bunny, 1.1 seconds. Oh, Alpha's back behind. Oh my lord, what's gone off? Alpha, oh, there we go, we've caught the end of it again. Alpha, he drives on the edge, does Alpha not? On the raggedy edge, he's fast, but he's just, oh, and there's Catula, has got past Alpha, but Alpha coming back at the Mitsubishi and moves back up into fifth, not quite. Catula still there, but Alpha getting the inside line onto the start straight. They're side by side, coming around the final corner. Homesick Alien sitting behind these guys. I don't know how Homesick ended up back behind Catula. It's all shifting around. Racer Brown still leading from Bunny, who is ahead of Skyjacker. Gazman in fourth, and we're watching this little fight here with Alpha, Homesick and Cthulhu. Great stuff there. We'll go in Cthulhu's gonna, we'll go in Alphas actually, and we'll do that. So behind us we can see the Mustang now ahead of Cthulhu. So all shuffling around down there, and Alpha's just leaving them behind. Oh, under braking though, you can see the Mustang lurching forward, but Homesick Alien's got his own hands full with the Spaniard of Catula all over him. And it's a cracking race down the field. So let me put that right, because it'll freak me out next time. I go to an in-car. So Racer Brown leading by 3.6 seconds to Bunny. He's got half a tank of fuel. The tyres look absolutely brand new. Bunny in second place, half a tank of fuel. His tyres look okay too. He did a 107.2 the last time around. Racer Brown did a 107.5. So Bunny matching the speed of Racer Brown, but he's lost 3.5 seconds so far in 12, nearly 13 minutes. Skyjacker absolutely under some pressure from Gazman. Gazman pushing that Subaru to try and get past a Skyjacker. In the chat, Mika says, oh, I missed that. Yeah, I think it was quite early in the race. I think I'm guessing his internet gave up. But Gazman now following the Chevy of Skyjacker all the way around lap 12, trying to find a way past the American marquee car. Alphanut, another comeback. He's just ahead of Catula by 2/10. Catula coming at... Catula was behind Homesick. We should just watch these three because they seem to be swapping places a lot. Catula up the side of the Honda. Alphanut then dropping into sixth, but he's got the inside line when it comes to the first corner. And it's... no, Catula's done it. Great stuff from Catula, but there, Alphanut, can he get the inside here? He hasn't quite grabbed it yet. He's still got that inside line, but no. Catula closes the door and says, fifth place, thank you very much. Super duper. Racer Brown, Bunny and Skyjacker, not much change. Skyjacker under immense pressure from Gazman for fourth and third. Catula just ahead of the Honda of Alphanut and Homesick Alien, all in a fight together for fifth, sixth and seventh. All the time, Noxie, he was 5 seconds behind these guys, and look, he's got it down to 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds. So Noxie on the move whilst they race each other. Racer Brown, Bunny, there's Skyjacker and Gazman still fighting. Catula has managed to pull a little bit away from Alphanut, whilst Homesick Alien closes down on the Honda. I don't think Homesick trying any fuel saving this round. Looks like it's balls out all the way to the checkered flag. So Racer Brown leading from Bunny, nearly 4 seconds now. Bunny at 107.8 his last time around. Racer Brown at 107.3. Oh, here we go, here we go. Gazman having a look at the Chevy. He was up alongside the American car. He's got that inside, no, he's got to tuck in behind through this tight hairpin. And then Gazman, I imagine, will be trying something amazing to try and get past the Corvette. So Mika Wivery says, damn cat, what have I missed? Oh man, Catula Alpha and Homesick Alien absolutely swapping places all the way around. Gazman dogging Skyjacker for that third place. And you love that cat, you can say what you want about it. Look at them stars on Skyjacker's car, absolutely beautiful. It's a nice livery. And there you go. Gazman not quite making it. There's been contact. There's been contact. What the... But Skyjack is still in the lead of... Well, it's not lead, but ahead of Gazman. Alpha not there in 5th. He's just trying to get past Catula, and he's got and done it. He's made it stick. So Alpha not back up into 5th with Catula down into 6th. Homesick Alien following these guys in 7th. 4 seconds behind is a Noxie. 108.2 for Noxie last time round. Homesick and 108.0. Here we go into the tight hairpin. Alpha not there in 5th with Catula in 6th and Homesick Alien in 7th, but there's nothing in it, and Catula's trying to make a move on the Honda of Alpha, and he's made it stick. So Catula back up into 5th with Honda, Alpha not down into 6th. I'll call him Honda not, because he's saying Honda. And there is Homesick Alien just getting to watch this fun in front of him. But Catula now, he's under threat from the Honda in the tow. In his Mitsubishi, and there goes Alphanut back up into 5th. It's side by side. Alphanut looks like he's just ahead going into the final corner. Catula in 6th. Homesick Alien not getting any closer to these guys, so they can't be costing each other too much time. And Catula sitting in behind Alpha. Whoa, he's having another go. Is Catula. Got to sit on board, haven't we? He's pushing like hell. Nick said dogging in GTSport. Dogging in GTSport? Where you all park up and jump in each other's cars and do rude things to each other. Oh, dogging, because I was saying he's dogging the back of him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. And Dom saying just admiring the exhaust. That's all. So, whoa, Catula pushing as hard as he can to get as close to that Honda of Alpha. Look at the toe. Beautiful stuff there. Catula then down the side of the Alpha. They're side by sides. Raced each other many of a time. Loads of racing respect between these guys here. There, Alphanut just swinging it up the inside to take 5th place. Catula in 6th, Homesick Alien in 7th. This battle will continue. We'll have to have a look around. Racer Brown now 4.8 seconds ahead of Bunny. He did a 107.5 his last time around. Bunny there in 2nd place. He did a 107.6. So the pace between him and Racer Brown are very similar, but Racer Brown's just got that edge, and he's just got the edge. So Bunny making his way around. He's nearly 5.2 seconds. Oh, Gazman has got ahead. Gazman has got ahead of Skyjacker. I imagine it's happened a while ago. There you go. Whoa, Skyjacker's Corvette looking absolutely wild coming through the hairpin. And Gazman then back into 3rd spot ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker be wanting to come back, but back there Catula, Alphanut and Homesick Alien all trying to grab a toe on each other. There is Catula in the toe. Can he get ahead of the Nut? I don't think he can. Alphanut taking that very inside line, protecting his racing line, and Catula, all he can do is follow around for another lap. We're on lap 18. We're coming up to the halfway mark. We haven't... Oh, Catula giving now for a little nudge. Is that frustration we're seeing from the Spaniards? Homesick Alien now managing to close right up on these two, and now Catula has got a rear view mirror full of Mustang. The scent for men, Mustang. Oh, Pat's with us. Hi Pat, forgot this was on tonight. I've missed some fun. If the comments are anything to go by, I'll catch what I've missed tomorrow. It's been filthy, Pat. Mika, she's on heat tonight, like a cat on a hot roof. So Skyjacker, the first to make the pit stop. That Chevy, one thirsty car. So Racer Brown leading from Bunny, 5.5 seconds ahead, and Bunny is now 5.9 seconds ahead. Also in the pits is Catula and Alphanut, both of them deciding now is the time to pit. Noxie up into 5th, still got a quarter of a tank of fuel. This is how he did it in race 1. He just carried on. Homesick Alien, quarter of a tank of fuel for him. Gazman, he's been fuel saving a bit better this time around. We usually see he's one of the earlier ones into the pits. There is Bunny in 2nd. His fuel is absolutely screaming out. He's on vapors. And Racer Brown again, an immense pace and fuel. He just cruises through the corners, but he's coming into the pits. Oh, he's so good, he puts his hazards on as well. I can't think of things like that. There goes Bunny, also pitting. Gazman, will he continue? He's still got a bit of fuel in there, but no, he's going with the trend. The one stop in the middle of the race. Homesick Alien, he may as well pit, and if everyone else is doing it, you don't want to be left out. And there he goes into the pits. Noxie continues. It worked for him in the first race, gained a place or two, so why not? Noxie going through to take the lead. Mika Withery says utter filth tonight, and she also says the stream needs an age restriction. It's gonna have to, Mika. You keep bringing that hot stuff to the chat, getting everyone all hot and bothered under the collar. So Noxie is leading from a Racer Brown, who's been in the pits and back out again. He's got 3 seconds to make up on Noxie. He's 7.3 seconds ahead of Bunny, who's also pitted and back out again. Gazman there in 4th, 3.7 seconds behind Bunny. He's pitted, back out again. Skyjacker also pitting and back out again in 5th place. Where's Alpha? No Alpha there behind Catula. These have all pitted now, apart from the Mazda of Noxie leading the way. He'll be coming in. Oh, he doesn't even need to come in this time. Crack on, Noxie. You go, boy. You go, girl. Nick Weary says, I'd say for mature audience, but it's been more immature.
Okay.
Who's gay? Me? Alright, good night, babes. Have a nice evening with your criminal minds. Psychotic bloody TV show. Scares the freak out of me. I can't sit through it. I can't sit through it. How can you watch about these weird psycho people who kill people? It's bizarre. It's not entertaining. So Noxie's fuel has just started flashing. He will be coming into the pits on this next round. And oh, where is he going to come out? He was last, but has this a long stint helped him out? Dom saying giggity. So here we see Noxie coming around. There he goes, disappeared. No, he's continued on. He's continued on. He is milking that fuel tank for all it's worth. We've got just under 16 minutes left of racing. Racer Brown there, waiting to retake the lead of this race. And I must say, you can see heel tread very clearly on the front of his bonnet, which also reminds me that they are some amazing socks. I've got to say, they've turned into my lucky socks. I've got a pair of Williams ones. I cherish them. And yes, for lucky moments, that is when I get my heel tread socks on. Absolutely comfy. I think there's a couple of guys out there who've got some heel treads now. They may have won. So Pat says, so tonight's action might not be for the kids, or whatever the boy box you have to tick when uploading videos says. Ooh, such fun. mature content. So Noxie has lost that lead, but I think he's probably just lifting off a little bit because that fuel is real low. And there he goes into the pits. Bunny then next around. 1% Noxie had in that fuel tank when he hit the pit lane. So Bunny up into second. He's not even reached his pit lane yet. It's not that long between the entrance. They really, come on, GTSport. I understand lengthening the pits, they do get a bit silly sometimes, but at an oval, it's the shortest pit lane in the world. It's in and out, that was the whole point of them. But there, Skyjacker then moving back up into fourth with Alpha not in fifth, with Catula for company. Catula and Alpha having a cracking race this race. They have absolutely been going on for it. But Racer Brown is the man. He's the man that can. I mean, in all fairness, he had a 20-odd second lead around this time in the last race, but it's only 6.7, and we've seen people putting it into the wall, so it's not all done and dusted yet. Racer Brown could still come unstuck as they make their way around on lap 24. There is Bunny doing an amazing pace, a 107.8. Racer Brown did a 107.2 the last time around. There is Gazman managing a 107.5. He's got a lovely little 4.5 seconds gap between him and Skyjacker. Skyjacker 2.3 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut. Skyjacker doing a 107.5 the last time around. That's some immense pace from the Jacker. Alpha Nut in fifth place again. Another race where I think he could have been fighting for the win, but that Honda is very skittish and on the raggedy edge. Alpha doing all he can to control that beast of a car. Catula there in sixth, dropping a little bit away from Alpha Nut. We saw these two have been fighting each other the whole way through this race. Homesick Alien in seventh place. He's 3 seconds behind those guys. He's on the super soft tyres. And there is Noxie, came out the pits back in 8th place, some 8.5 seconds behind Homesick Alien. Interesting. So Racer Brown cracking on with only coming up to 12 minutes left of this race. Bunny in second. So the only fight really that we've got to talk about is the one between Catula and Alpha Nut. Alpha Nut a 107.8 his last time around. Catula managing a 108.1 with half a tank of fuel. Alpha Nut on those super soft tyres. Whoa, he just zooms around the corners in that Honda. I'm going to sit on board for a bit. With the Alpha Nut, it looks like we can see Skyjacker there in the distance. It says 2.5 seconds. Feels closer than that. It's down to 2 seconds. Maybe Skyjacker made a small mistake in the hairpin. We've seen that Chevy, the Corvette, stepping out on him more than once in this race. So Alpha Nut now then 2 seconds behind fourth place with just over 11 minutes left of racing. Everyone's had their pit stop, so it's all the way to the end now to grab some glory out of this race. Racer Brown looking like he's going to get all of the glory ahead of Bunny. Another great second spot from Bunny, coming alive in this league. Bunny's stats are: he missed round 1, he missed round 2, he got 11th from round 3, 3rd from round 4, missed round 5, and got second from Big Willow around 6, and he's looking like he's on for a second spot again. So not a bad season from Bunny. He'll be wanting to get that win before the championship is over, but you've got to beat this man first, and that is one hard fate. Racer Brown's stats this season: he got a win at Autopolis round 1, he got second place at Yamigoa for round 2, round 3 at Suzuka he also won. He did not start at Fuji for round 4. round 5 at BB Raceway he got a second spot, and here at and then round 6, sorry, at Big Willow he got a win. And he's looking like he's on for a win here. Gazman in 3rd spot, 6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker now. Skyjacker, he's maintaining that 2 seconds from Alphanut. Alphanut pulling away from Catula. Looks like Homesick Aliens trying to close in on Catula. We've only got 9.5 minutes of racing to go. So it's literally a sprint to the flag and now for these guys. And the gap's a lot smaller than they were in race 1. There's Gazman getting the fastest lap of the race on lap 26, a 106.88, and he's on the racing soft tyres. Going to prove there's not much difference between the super softs and the softs speed wise. So as we're going into the last 10 minutes of this race, we can see Gazman so far getting the fastest lap of this race. Racer Brownie up. We'll go through the field and give everyone an F12. There is Racer Brownie. You get to go have a look at their helmets now. That'll please Mika. Although I don't think helmets are a thing. So there's Bunny. In 3rd we have a Gazman. Is that Scottish? Is Gazman is he a wildling? Gazman, the wildling. No, he doesn't do bad, is he? 3rd place. Mika would be saying, "No, you're not even in Scotland anymore. What are you talking about? You were a visitor. You're German." Skyjacker there in 4th place. Alphanut there in 5th with a lovely shiny purple helmet. 6th there for Catula. Ooh, the car and the helmet match. Catula, I doff my cap to you, my friend. I like that. I'm going to give you a second one. Look at that. They match. Great stuff. Catula, you have to change your helmet before every race. That'd be awesome. Homesick Alien in 7th place with his Jack Villeneuve replica. What a racer was Jack. And 8th there for Noxie. Oh yeah, I saw that the other night. I like it. I like it. I want to see it. Can you share it, Noxie, next time? So I want to see what that blue outline is, what it looks like. Is it just a stripe down the middle? But that's good. I like it. And I want to know what that is on the back. The S. Is it Sky? Does that helmet match this car? It does, doesn't it? Oh, I like it. Well done. Oh God, the helmets are just as good as the cars in this championship. Mick Weary says us Germans like a nice shiny helmet. So Racer Brown then crossing the line for start lap 30 with less than 7 minutes of this race to go. He's lost about a second, it seems, on Bunny, but maybe he's just easing off now. Bringing her home, no mistakes, a 108.6. It's quite slow for him. Might have had a little touch of a wall, giving Bunny a little bit of hope right near the end. A 107.4 from Bunny. He's also getting blue still. So Bunny on a last push to try and catch up Racer Brown. I think Racer Brown just made a small mistake and he'll be back on it again. Gazman there in 3rd place. Aye to the islands. I can't. I'm not even going to attempt a Scottish accent. How we there, Bonnie lad? That was awful. So Racer Brown leading from Bunny. There's Gazman in 3rd. Skyjacker is under pressure from Alphanut. Alphanut has managed to catch Skyjacker up into the last 6 minutes of this race, and Skyjacker has got the pressure of the Honda driver all up in his busyness. Pat in the chat saying, I usually try to get my helmets to match the cars, usually because it's the last thing I get around to doing. There you go. Pat 1 to get matching curtains and drapes. And there, Honda, boom, straight up the inside of that Chevy. Like the Chevy had no grip in the corner whatsoever. And now Alphanut up into 4th spot. Great stuff there. All Skyjacker can do is sit and watch from 5th place. Whoa, Skyjacker trying to force his way through. There, Skyjacker tucking in behind Alphanaut here as we're coming into the last 5 minutes of the race. He's taken that 4th spot from Alphanaut. It looked a little bit easy, like Alphanaut let him. So maybe there was something little coming together between the two of them. So Racer Brown then crosses the line, start lap 32 or 107.4. He's back on the pace. 5.3 seconds behind is Bunny. Gazman there, 7 seconds behind Bunny and 7 seconds, 8 seconds virtually ahead of Skyjacker, who is under pressure from Alphanaut. Alphanaut right on the tail of that Chevy. Skyjacker staying low. Alpha going high. And they meet in the corner, and Alpha looks like he's a bit sideways, and there he goes. Alpha moves around. In that first corner, that Honda really does own that first corner. We'll have to call that the NSX corner. There is Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien has got himself ahead of Catula, but Catula is not going to let him get away with it. We're into just under 4 minutes of racing, 2 40-minute races. And we're getting close to the results of this one. There's G Riches. Evening, everyone. You're in the wrong place. G Riches, you should be on the track, my friend. So Racer Brown leading by 7 seconds. Bunny in second with Gazman there in third. Alphanaut now ahead of Skyjacker by 0.8 of a second. Can Skyjacker grab a toe? Mick Wivery says you missed all the smut and nonsense as always in our streams, as it all ends up breaking down to be. Catula there, he's back ahead of Homesick Alien. What is going on between these two back here? So Homesick Alien then moving ahead of Catula. These two just having fun, I think. Well, it is meant to be having fun, but you know what I mean. They're just messing about, because that Mitsubishi's faster in the infield, the Mustang's faster on the start straight. Whoa, Homesick Alien out there wide, absolutely hanging that Mustang right out, and Catula then moving up into 6th and on his way. Racer Brown coming around. We've still got 2.5 minutes of racing to go, which is at least 2 laps around here, and there he goes, a 107.1 for Racer Brown. Bunny, it's up to 7 seconds now. Bunny had it down to about 5.5 seconds. A 107.2 for Bunny. Bunny is 7.2 seconds ahead of Gazman in a fine podium place with that fastest lap so far. A 106.888. Oh, that car's shaking around as it hits the infield. Alphanaut still ahead of Skyjacker, but only by a second. Anything can happen with these two. Also in the chat, G Richards says, spending a night with the missus for a change, lol. Oh yeah, you had your own little smut going on then, G Richards, eh? You had your own little smut and nonsense happening in your own lobby. And Dom saying, still more to come from you, no doubt. Who, me? No. Pure as the driven snow, my friends. So Alphanaut there in 4th place ahead of Skyjacker. Catula then moving up into that 6th place ahead of Homesick Alien. Great racing from Catula today. We've seen him have it out with Alpha and Homesick. There's some beautiful stuff out there. Noxie holding that last place. Oh, that fuel's run out. Will he make it to the line? Pretty sure he should do. Racer Brown around halfway around the track. We've got 46 seconds left. There is Bunny. Bunny, plenty of fuel. Gazman starting to feel the burn on fuel, but should make it to the end. There is Alphanaut. We've got 30 seconds left of this race. Someone just crossed the line. Was that Racer Brown just crossed the line? Yeah, Racer Brown. No, I don't know who it was. I'm trying to find him now. Desperate to find who that person is. Oh, it was Noxie. 20 seconds left of racing. Here comes Racer Brown. He will have to do another lap as he crosses the line with 10 seconds to go. Kaboom. Oh God, it's longer than I thought. It's 5 seconds to go. Will Bunny make it across? It's 2-1, and that's the checkered flag, and Bunny takes the checkered flag for second place. Great stuff from Bunny. There comes Gazman in third. We see him wiggling that car to keep that fuel moving around the tank. Fourth place for Alphanut. Great racing from Alphanut today to finish in a... Oh, it was close with Skyjacker. Alphanut was slowing down. Low on fuel. Skyjacker gone bombing along, but he did not get it in the end. Catula there finishing for 6th. Homesick Alien in 7th, and Noxie bringing it home. Not that far behind those guys in the end. In 8th spot for Noxie. Congratulations. Oh, he ran out of fuel. Look. Noxie just not quite getting there. Running out of fuel. And here we can enjoy the man, the legend, the man who has soul, crossing the line to take the win in round 7 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Well done, Racer Brown. Fantastic stuff. Gazman, Tickaboo, my son, Bunny also, and Racer Brown. Whoo-wee, that was a race and a half. There he is, celebrating post-race with his JPS on the top of his helmet. Very good. A little nod to Senna or Lotus, one or the other. So I will take you to the race results. We've got Skyjacker, so expect the room to get shut down really quick. I'm going to blast through this. I've been on every night anyway. I'm here all week. Mick Wivery in the chat saying, I have no idea what you mean. I think she's answering Dom saying, still more to come from you, no doubt. Mika Wivery saying, I have no idea what you mean. And Mika Wivery said, I could be a Disney princess. I'm so pure and innocent. So these are your results. Racer Brown taking the win from Bunny. Then Gazman gets the final podium position. What a great top 3. Take a boo, my son. Alphanut in 4th. He had a race and a half today, did Alphanut. Skyjacker in 5th. Catula in 6th. Homesick Alien in 7th. And Noxie finishing in 8th place. Your fastest lap was Gazman on lap 26 with a 106.888. Now don't forget, we're live again tomorrow evening, exactly from this place, for the Max 5s, the cheeky little Mazdas. And I want to say, it's Spa? I'm not sure. But it's either round 5 or 6. Hang on, give me a second. See if I can check it out. Has he closed the room? I thought he closed the room then. So I'll tell you, no, it's round 5. For the Mazdas, the cheeky little Mazdas, next tomorrow night. So please come again. Oh, it's Big Willow. Sorry. Mick Wivery's informing us it's the Big Willow. Then Dom saying no, it's Willow. So there you go. Spa, even on this one. Is it on the last one then? Or have we had it? I don't know. You think I'd keep up? We do a lot of leagues, man. A lot of races. It's hard for me to keep up with what race is next. Right, I've got to get out of here before Skyjacker closes the room. So I was your broadcaster. I've got to find something really filthy, haven't I? As it's been that way tonight. Okay. I was your commentator and broadcaster, Betty Drilser. Thank you for watching. The last chat is Mika Wivery saying, I really had to fight to type that properly. What, Big Willow? Or the Disney princess? I'm so pure and innocent. And Skyjack says, thank you, Thingy. Spa is final round of Max 5. There you go, Spa. See, I knew Spa was on it. I just had them jumbled up. Anyway. Oh, Skyjack's not going to close the room down. He's watching. Okie dokie. Yes, I was your commentator and broadcaster, Betty Drilser, or if you'd rather, Vibrator. I don't mind. You can have either one. I'll be Betty Drilser for Dom, and I'll be Vibrator for Mika. Night, guys. Love you lots. See you tomorrow night, okay? Take care of each other and yourselves. Oh, one last chat. No last chat. I thought there was a chat there before I went. Cheerio, guys. Have fun.